This third episode of Arcade is awesome. This episode opens with Victor and the bad guy Silico basically fighting each other. Silico is drowning, and Victor is the one drowning him. And we see that this episode is going to be more about the bad guys, his motivation, what he wants, what he's striving towards. And we get all that with a very menacing voice performance by. Wait, who voices the go? Let me figure that out. By Jason Spisak. Man, Jason, you are killing it, man. You are killing it with this character. My investment in this bad guy is over the moon. I love his motivation. I love his backstory. I love what they're doing with him and what he could potentially be for the characters of this series, because he is shown to be not much of a physical threat, but a very good interrogator, a very good deal maker behind the scenes. He's kind of lurking in the shadows, and he's really smart and is understanding of what he's doing. He's able to convince other people to do his bidding, and I just love him. He is a great villain. He's a great antagonist, and I'm very interested to see what they do with this character. Um, the characters that Powder and V. This is where this episode mostly accomplishes. Let's talk about the character of Jace for a minute. So Jace is not banished. He is instead banished from the academy in which he was a part of, and nobody is trusting him anymore. He is about to commit suicide until another person comes out of nowhere and tries to offer his help to Jace. And so they team up together to try and accomplish this impossible task, in which they succeed at. They stabilize the gemstone, and they're most likely going to be greeted by the council with open arms. I want to talk about that quickly because while that part is very interesting, what I really want to talk about was the ending of this episode. Holy crap! So throughout the first act, this plot point in which Jinx is trying to figure out, or Powder at this point is trying to figure out, is how to work her bombs, and if she's going to be able to save her family at the last second with these bombs that she's most likely to fix. And the character of Victor is kidnapped by the bad guys. He is being interrogated. He's possibly going to be turned into one of those monsters that the bad guy created with one of the other characters that tried to fight Powder and Jinx earlier. No, not Powder and Jinx, Powder and V earlier. It's the same character twice. And there's a lot of things at stake here in terms of the family. And the kids, except for Powder, stays behind, while the other kids try to save Victor. And they were close to succeeding, but they were about to be killed by the bad guys. But Powder thinks that she finally fixed her bombs, and she, instead of running away like her sister wants her to, she decided to go out and help them. This is the point in which Powder finally proves to everybody that she can do it. And she saves the day at the last. No, she didn't. She kills everybody. She kills her friends. She got her surrogate father figure killed while he's trying to save V. And V is now left alone as she pushes Powder away because she blames her for everybody's death. And she is right. She is angry. But you can tell that that truth is really hurting her. And she feel like she needs to still take care of her because that's her surrogate father's last wish. But unfortunately, the bad guys separate them, and now they went their separate ways. Whew, that was a tough ending, I'll tell you that. This is a very brutal show. Don't show this to your kids. But all jokes aside, yeah, this is my favorite episode. In terms of character development and everything, in terms of action, in terms of animation, this is the best so far. This is the most investing so far. And my god, this first act, I love. I am getting very into this show. I am loving it so much. It could possibly top Daredevil. I don't know. Hopefully the ending doesn't suck. But so far, this is slowly becoming one of my favorite shows of all time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.